Hello. Whoops, let me shut that off. I assume y'all can hear me. Wait, can y'all hear me? According to this, the audio levels seem okay. Do let me know if you can hear me. Oh, hi. Someone said, oh, hi. I assume that means you can hear me. All right, I'm going to start the scene. Hello, everyone. Recording from a different room today. My wife and I, we sometimes switch working areas. This is one room. Then there's a different area out there. We sometimes switch for various reasons, so I am in here for now. So yeah, it's been a while since I've done this. I got a pop filter. Why, is it really loud? I can turn it down. Is that better? Let me know if is that better, Commander Lennon? It's just a headset mic, so there's no pop filter for that. How does that sound? Okay, I'm just gonna blindly assume that's better unless someone tells me otherwise. Breath pops are gonna happen. I'm not a professional audio engineer. I don't really have a professional setup for that kind of thing. Although I do have a mic. I do have a Blue Yeti up there, which I used to use. But it's not like I need to impress anyone with my audio, so volume was a little low before, was fine before. Okay, I'm turning it back up. Hello. The p. I will try not to I'll try not to pop a lot. Apologies for that. All right, so I'm just gonna scroll back and check at the chat. There's only one channel playing this game at the moment. It's amazing how that happens when the game doesn't exist yet. I had forgotten about the Ghost Rave. How could we forget about the Ghost Rave? Hello, Crayon Thief. It looks like your first time. And Calavera Parlante, is that how you pronounce that? You're also a first-timer. Welcome. You got to screw a gigantic pop filter onto the headset. There we go. Maybe I could stick a sock onto the thing. I used to do that. I think there was like some Blackwell sessions where, they recorded with a headset mic and the breath pops were a little too much, and I literally stuck a sock on the mic. We were very low tech back then. Okay, who's playing the game? Would not be one of the beta testers. Plosives, yes. Anyway, so today I'm just doing some quick and dirty prototyping. I started doing some yesterday. I don't know if you follow my Twitter feed or whatever. I had a major milestone last week where I had actually finished designing and outlining the next chapter of the game, which is the last chapter of the game. So I literally have the whole thing designed, and this is amazing because that's, always in the back of my head of, this thing isn't designed yet. How long is this going to take? And that's always hard to, it's always hard to gauge how long it'll take to design something, because it's one thing when you know what you have to make, and you could just, you can expand it out. You can create a checklist of the things you need to do, tick them off one by one. But when you don't know what those things are, it can be very frustrating, and that's always the biggest bottleneck for me. And so getting to that point is just a huge weight off my shoulders. I haven't used AGS forever. Moved to Adventure Creator in Unity. I made the attempt about 4 years ago. I made that attempt. I came crawling back. Just to be fair, I was trying to make a 3D game in Unity. So maybe if I tried a 2D game in Unity, maybe I'd have better luck. Although Unity now, it's kind of a four-letter word these days. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna activate streamer mode, which just turns all the dialogue in the game to gibberish. That way, you have a potential to get spoiled. I'm going to try to avoid spoilers as much as I can. This just makes it doubly sure that you won't get spoiled. So all the dialogue turns to gibberish. I'll show you what I mean. I don't know if I'd want to use Unreal for a game like this. Let me know how the mix works out. Sometimes it's hard to judge whether the okay, so the next chapter I call Time and Tide. Because it takes place on Coney Island. Oh, this is a neat little effect I added about last week. So anyway, yeah. So no dialogue, placeholder graphics. It takes place in Coney Island in the 90s. And so this is her little scrolling background. So Yale, yeah. So the first thing you do is go to a bookshop on the boardwalk. You might recognize this guy from the demo. I'm just using him as a placeholder. Oh, whoops, yeah. This doesn't turn to gibberish, but it's supposed to turn to gibberish. What happened? Why didn't it turn to gibberish? Oh, whoops. Stream mode is true. Yeah. I'm just using that sprite as a placeholder for another character that will eventually go there. So let's try that again. Alright, so yeah, it's just very quick and dirty. Even just skipping some puzzles, you know. I just want to see if I'm throwing everything in. Blah, yeah, it just turns to gibberish. Even though they barely say anything, it's like it's just the most bare bones dialogue possible. Look up this guy, you get an address, and then you go to Adam Cole's house, which turns out to be an abandoned looking building. She unlocks the door with her multi-tool, and then goes in. Oh, the music should definitely change. And then I'm skipping a lot of gameplay here. There's like a few puzzles to do with the computer. That's the thing you do to open up a trap door. You go in. And that's as far as I got yesterday. So I'm just going to do some more. Okay, I'm going to turn the volume down a bit on my end because, let's see. Got to admit, there's something incredibly charming to me about this graphical style and the gibberish text. My 2D game and adventure creator does seem heavier than how quick this compiles and runs. Oh, you wouldn't say that. Whenever I change a header file, this game is so big right now. Whenever I change a header file in AGS, it recompiles everything, and it's at the point where it takes a long time. If I change just one character in one header file, it could take like 5 minutes to compile. It's very frustrating. So I'm going to avoid doing that. Oh, hey, James. Hey, James. Spanos is here. Is this the final mission? Because I saw a post that said the game is done. James, don't make me cry. No, it's not done, but this is the final mission. Yes. Blarlack. Got to admit, there's something. Hey, Dave. Hey, Mermaid Shadow. Hey, Ed. And anyone else? Orthogonal Caster. I recognize all these names. Wow, it's been a long time since I've done this. 36 viewers today. Okay, that's cool. Usually when I do it this early, there are fewer people tuning in. So it's nice to see that all of you are here. Okay, now what am I doing? Okay, I have my outline design document on my other monitor. I don't want to put it here because I don't want you to get spoiled. So I have it over here on my second monitor. Okay, so what happens next is that you enter this room and you learn a thing. I'm not going to say what that is. Secret room. Okay. No future. Okay, that's set to true. And once you go in for the first time, you gain access to a new location, which I'm going to draw. So you'll see red line placeholder background in action. You'll see me throw one of these things together. Okay, let's see. So it's 1920 by 1080. Usually I like to do red on black, just for legacy reasons. It started off like way back when I did freeware, like in 2001, 2002. I would often do I would often do my backgrounds by tracing photographs. Going onto Google image search and getting photographs and tracing them. And I found that if I used red to trace over them, it stood out more. So I was able to see what I was drawing, and then I would just draw my backgrounds from there, and that just sort of became my habit. In case you're wondering why I do red over black. Let's see. I'm just gonna scroll back with the chat here. It's good that you have a planned ending. Whether that will be the case might change, but it's awesome to see this designed. Yes, no kidding. Never had this luxury to see any of your games being built brick by brick. Hope I didn't ruin the magic for you, James. Well, it's almost 8 p.m. in my time zone, so this time is better for Europeans in general. I guess you're right. Let's see. Every new game you make is like the new quality standard for AGS. Oh, thank you so much. That's all Ben. The high resolution graphics, that's all Ben. I can't take credit for that. Although I can take credit for. Actually, no, I can't take credit for asking him to do it because he asked if he could do it. He asked if he could do a high resolution game, and I said okay. And so naturally, I designed one of the most complicated visual games we've ever done, where like you go to several different eras and the character has several different outfits and animations for each of them. So you're welcome, Ben. Hello, Blood Drogger. Welcome. First time chat. As a wrestling fan, the name Adam Cole is really going to distract me. Oh, that's interesting. I just pulled that name out of my butt. I didn't know he was a wrestler. Maybe I'll change that. If it's a celebrity name, maybe I shouldn't use it. I think honestly, if you think about it, every WEG did something first commercially and even in general. Oh, maybe. Thank you. I will happily take that credit. Can the game be set to a certain resolution? I don't see that exposed in the demo. Yes. If you go into, you should be able to open up a configuration file when you run the game. It's not. You can't do it within the game itself. Sadly, you can only do it outside of the game because AGS is AGS. How dare you offer your artist a delicious challenge for him to sink their teeth into? Like I said, I didn't offer it to him. he volunteered. Hopefully Ben learns to be careful what he asks for. Yes, I'm sure he regrets it. Okay, so let's draw. Let's see. It's a house. Actually, it's two houses, actually. So, I try to keep it as accurate as possible. So... I'm going to Google Maps here. Okay, I'm using an old version of Photoshop that tends to cover every other window on the screen. So yeah, you could tell what I was looking at yesterday. Coney Island area. I want to look at homes in the Coney Island area. I'm trying to find let's see. That's what I tend to do. I mean, I could actually physically go to Coney Island, but I'm not going to do that. No, these are. There was an area where there were actual like houses. Let's see. And just Coney Island area. Let's see. Just wander around. Nope, these are buildings. I want houses. Or I could let's see. Nope, these are more buildings that way. Okay, let's bring this up. Let's explore Coney Island. Let's get a little farther away. Let's zoom over here. Aha, here we go. This is what I want. Yeah. These like single family homes here. Something like this, yeah. Okay. Something like that. Yeah. Thing is, the difficulty I'm facing is that I want two homes in the same background. I try to save Ben work, and sometimes I give myself more work because I'm like, oh, can I combine two things into the same background? I want two houses because you talk to this one guy and you talk to the guy's neighbor. And I figure, can I combine those two so they're in one screen So he does less work. And then I spend ages trying to figure out how to make that work when I probably could have just said, let's do two backgrounds. Also, you're going back and forth between two different eras, so he has to do those backgrounds twice. So that's another reason why I'm trying to save him work. That's cool. Something like this. Ooh, that's perfect, actually. Okay, yeah. So here's one here's one door, and here's another. Um, I mean, it's sort of this. I could sort of set them apart. Let's see. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna go with that one. Let's see. Or I could just pretend this is a house. That's what I'll do. Let's see. This is just, whoops. Stupid tree. Ah! I could actually, I guess I could physically go there. It's only an hour and a half on the subway. I could just go there and take a picture. But, alright, whatever. I'm just gonna, let's see. Take that. I'm just using that as a reference anyway. Ben will, make it, cooler. And the house needs to be a little bit nicer than that. And this is fine. I just wanted like two homes next to each other. Whatever. Okay. I'm not going to spend a lot of time making this look good because I don't need to. All right. Ben will make it pretty later. And I want to get where is... Huh? Wait, I'm not in the right place. Here we go. Graphics, characters. I want a reference sprite of Fia so I know roughly how to size everything. Okay. Actually, when I when I make it bigger so it's to scale, the house actually does become significantly bigger. So let's see. I want to get her scaled with the door. I don't know, that's too large. Okay, that's sort of right. Okay, I move that this way. Oh no, that looks terrible. It'll do for now. Okay. And I see some chat. I see some chat. AGS uses a separate setup to configure that. Take a look in the folder that the game is in. Yeah. Oh, hey, Blamumu. I dream of working for Cloak and Dagger, but they don't take my portfolio of until I have you memes. I went to Coney Island when I was in New York a couple of months ago. Oh, cool. Good to know. I was visiting future Jedi locations as well as past ones. It'll be a past one because this will take place in the 90s and the 70s. And what's interesting is that even in the 90s, it was completely different. So I can't just take pictures. Actually, I can't just go and take pictures because Coney Island, at least the boardwalk area, looked completely different. Fortunately, I have a good friend named Tiana Camacho, who is a voice actor in Unavowed. She played Galen, the tree dryad. She is from Coney Island and grew up there, and so she fills me in on what Coney Island used to be like, and tells me if I get anything wrong. Let's see, Dave, have you ever thought of using AI for placeholders? I actually did. I'll show you one of them. Let's see if I can find it. It's I needed a photograph, and it was like some very specific things that I needed. Let's see if I can find it. It's my placeholder folder. me see. Where did I put it? Was it in Lazati House? Interior. Yeah, I used Dolly. This was my AI placeholder image. I needed very specifically a two teenagers, um, Japanese girl and an Indian girl. The Indian girl is kind of like smiling and happy and free spirited. The Japanese girl is kind of like, dour and awkward. And they're in front of a dorm room door. And so this was the result. It's not very nice. And then the real one, I think, that Ben drew was open. Was this one, which is much better. Let's see. With AGS setup, you can actually set it to desktop resolution, and that should work. I love how you make that all your games are like historical tours of New York, even more than even that Marvel Comics. Kind of. I actually I this originally wasn't going to be Coney Island. It was just going to be in Manhattan. But since the previous mission takes place in 2001, you have those like walking, the scrolling map screens, fast travel screens. Aside from like the occasional frozen yogurt shop or whatever, 2001 isn't all that different from the early 90s, mid 90s. So I wanted to really make it look different and set it apart. So I decided to take the design idea that I had and see if I could set it on Coney Island instead. So that alone just gives it like a different visual thing. I did something similar with Unavowed. The last mission in Unavowed I designed was Chinatown. And originally that was going to be, I think, Queens. But it was hard to like make it by that point I was so tired of working on the game, as I've been working on it for so long, and I wanted something different visually, and setting it in Chinatown did that, because just it's very visually different from the rest of the game. And this mission does the same thing by setting it on Coney Island with like the boardwalk and the beaches, and it's in the summer, it's on 4th of July, so you've got like fireworks going off and things like that. It'll be very visually different from the rest of the game, which for the very last mission I feel is important. Let's see. Checking out chat. Scrolling. Oh, James Spanos is giving tech support. Thank you, James. There's a game among recent Steam demos that used AI voiceover for placeholder purposes. They insisted it's just for the demo. Ugh. Never reason to use the AI voiceover. Never, ever, ever. All right, and that's the end of that chat. Okay, so, all right, I'm just going to trace this one house, and maybe that'll help me. Okay. Maybe I'll have to either make this a extra large background or something. I don't know. Okay. I'll just... Oh, whoops. Dang it. I didn't mean to draw on the... oh well. I didn't mean to draw on the image itself. Oops. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I think. Do I have one more coming? Yes, I do. Excuse me. Pardon me. You don't want to see this? Getting over a cold. My daughter got a nasty cold over the weekend, and then guess who got it after that? Muggins here, as the Brits would say. Okay. All right. I'm going to put on some music. Let's see. That's the most polite sneeze I've ever seen. Well, I do try. You found take photos in New York is like a spoiler? I'm not sure what you mean. Only thing Dave missing is Spider-Man. I don't think I could get away with including Spider-Man. All right, let's see. I got my Spotify list here. I just want something chill. Let's see. I have my... Nope. I just have... Okay, yes. Calm music. Let's see. Just calm. Calm music. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see. I'm not coming down with a cold. I'm getting over a cold. Actually, wait. Alright, yeah. Screw it. I'm just going to draw it. You know, I'm getting confused by an actual photograph. I'm just going to draw it. Whatever. Okay. So, yeah. Here is a house. Here. Alright, you know what? I want this. I do like those steps, though. So, yeah, this is why I have Ben. I'm in no danger of replacing Ben. That's sort of... No, that's... Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. I hate drawing. But this room needs something very specific, or Ben won't know what the hell what the hell to draw. So I guess I do need to draw. I do need this as a reference. Okay, let's do this again. Sorry, I don't know how exciting this is, but the view count keeps going up. So hello, welcome, 44 people. If Francisco's here, he's probably laughing. You are tracing? How lame. But Ben will make it better later. Okay. Okay. So that's a step. I like the step. And then I'm going to have a door. Whatever. It doesn't have to be to scale. I don't care. I'm going to move it up. And I think this might need to be 2 screens, because the house is like a rich guy, you know, well-off guy, so it can't be small. It's got to be nice. And it can't be. I don't like how it's shoved in the corner like that. I don't like how it's shoved on the edge side of the screen like that. So what I guess I could do. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna make it. I think here did something interesting. There was a fence. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna move this over here. I'm really trying to be too clever with this. I really want it to be... I really want both bits on the same screen. So, okay. And then, there's another... There's a fence. Let's say there's a fence back here. And the fence goes down here. Ugh, I hate drawing. And then the neighbor's over here. You don't have to physically go over there. That could work. And then the fence continues, like there. That'll work. Yeah, because she's gardening. You don't actually need to see her house. She's gardening. Okay, that'll work. This'll work. All right. You know what? I'm gonna go with this. Okay. Whatever. Gonna add a window because why not? All right, and there needs to be a big tree in the yard, like here. I'm just gonna draw a tree. Whatever, tree. And one of the branches extends over here. Branch over here. Okay, whatever. It's a tree. What? Looks like Sideshow Mel from The Simpsons. Whatever. It's a tree. Shut up. Whoops. Dang it. Okay. Alright. Okay, where did I leave a gap? I want to fill that in. So I gotta be annoying and do this. Alright. Where's my mouse cursor? Here it is. Okay, that's full. That fills up. So now let's see. Okay. Okay, somewhere down here there is a gap where the paint fill skips out. Here we go. Boop. Alright. And just so you know, tree. Why can't I see it? There we go. It's a tree. And I'm going to throw in some flowers because the lady who lives next door is a gardener. Where's the paint tool? Why? Okay. Okay. Flowers. Whatever. I bet y'all thought I was professional. Whoops. Dang it. Nope. Ah. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Erase that honking tree. Okay. Just put a bunch of flowers here. Ah, I did it again. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Okay, flowers, whatever. It works. There we go. Done. The master at work. Okay. Let me see, I just scrolled down some chat. Let's see, scroll up some chat. Oh, hey, George! Let's see what we got here. This music makes me feel 7 hours of days sneezing for sleep and relaxation. Welcome to Gilbert's funeral home. We're here for you always. Hi, George. Today, when I found you on Twitter, I was like, today I spoke to the creator of Biomenace. Hey, we're talking about other games. What's up with that? I'm glad you're good at programming, Dave. Yes, me too. This is why but now that I have Ben, I just don't even bother trying to make this, because only I am really going to have to see this, and maybe some of the playtesters. I would not be able to resist trolling the artist and just putting a tank in the background. That tree looks like it's from Beetlejuice. I'm glad you're good. We need a placeholder mode. Everyone asks for that, not realizing how terrible that would probably be. Is this time period This time in a French 80s surrealism. The Demon Tree, full of placeholder art. All right, whatever. This is fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not a bad artist. You're a bad artist. There we go. All right. Let's put this in the right time and tide. I might change that. Since it's Coney Island, like every chapter, I've internally called, it's named. It's got like a pun on time or clocks or whatever in the title. Like the chapter. If you played the demo, there's a diner in the center of that story, so I called the story "Dines Up." There's a story about Prohibition gangsters, which I called "Time Doesn't Pay." Things like that. And I called this one Time and Tide because of Coney Island, but I'm not sure that works. I have to think of something a little bit better. Let's see. Knox House. All right. It's fine. It's fine. It'll do. So now let's plug it in. Let's plug it in. Where is it? Dang it. Okay. I'm forgetting where I put everything. Placeholder. Backgrounds. Time and Tide. Knox House. Background. Oh, crap. I kept Fia in the image. That was a mistake. I don't want her. Okay, let me resave that. Okay. And boop. And she's gone. Okay. And let's draw some walkable areas. This music is too sleepy, isn't it? I want to change it to something a little more upbeat. Let's see. I had, let's see. Ooh, Kansas City. I was listening to that soundtrack the other day. I like that. Let's see, it's like blues, jazz type stuff. No, that's still too slow. I want something a little more upbeat here. I was listening to something the other day that... Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. Upbeat background music. Here we go. Alright, whatever. From something called Midnight Sun. It'll do. I'm seeing some chat. Today Dave is super sassy. I'm always sassy, James. Oh, hey, Summer. I'm just looking at the chat. What would you say is the biggest inspiration for this game, without going into spoiler territory? It's hard to say. Whoops. I think I was, I don't know. It's hard to say what, you know what, what really gave me the inspiration, weirdly enough, was a jam game that I did in 2019. If you, I don't know if you're familiar with that story, but what happened was I did I decided to do a game in 3D, and I just started downloading assets. I had like a character, and I threw some outfits on her, and I had like an environmental pack of a city street, and I had this like weird futuristic suit on this character, and I put her in there, and I just thought like, oh, you know, why she looks like some kind of time traveler from the future walking into the present day, and since it was a jam game and I had to make the game really quickly, I just made that the story, and then I just kind of noodled that idea in my head until it kind of evolved. So there's no real inspiration in terms of like a TV show or a book or whatever, but that's how the idea started. Only territory you don't have to cover yet is the superhero theme. Unavowed kind of counts. They could kind of be superheroes. This reminds me of ABBA. Okay, let's draw some walkable areas. Bam! Whoops. Let's see, where should they come in from? she comes in from over here. Whatever, I'm not going to worry about scaling. Ben will make this pretty. That is my mantra. I just want to get it playable, make sure it's fun, and that way, like, I'm not going to tell Ben to draw something, because it takes time and effort, you know? I'm not going to tell him to draw anything until I'm very sure that it's good, you know? I want to be sure. So I'm just throwing everything together, just to make sure it hangs together okay. Okay. Oh, that's right, you can't see. That's right. Yeah. Alright. I like this music. I just kind of chose a playlist, and, let's see, if, player, previous room, no. 3 years making this game, I still get in that. I need to get in the habit of calling the player character Thea, not player. Make sure it's not the map room. Or, intro. Okay. Place at. I want her to come in from off screen, so she starts at 2000 and bumps left about, I guess, 300 pixels. And then, gonna have her wait. Alright, we'll just see if the room is okay. Whoops. What? Parse error. Aha. Double equals. Wow, this is very uplifting, isn't it? No, the character's name has always been Fia. It's Thomasina now. No, that won't be confusing at all. Thomasina is actually a time traveler, yeah. Alright, what room was that? That was 97. I'm almost up to room 100. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, it's fine. She walks. Hooray. Works as expected. Okay. Nox exterior. So, one thing I need to do is, let's see. I have a, set chapter. I have some default setup for the chapters. It creates it puts her in the right outfit. It tells the game what year it is, that kind of thing. And for now, like, we haven't drawn her 1990s outfit yet, so currently her outfit is the outfit she used in the demo. Whoops. So she should be wearing her red shirt. Yeah. Okay. So that's all fixed. That's all good. Okay. So now let's connect that up. Okay. So go to the map coney. If Adam Cole was the name of a wrestler, I should change that. But whatever. That's a later problem. I wanted a very boring sounding name for story reasons. Button map Nox. Alright. Oh, and at first it is not visible. Okay, visible false, good. You know what? Something I really need to do that I've been meaning to do for a while. Okay. I need to define more of these rooms. Because it's annoying having to remember the names of all of the numbers of all the rooms. So I create enums for them all. Let's see. Bookshop is 93. But that means it recompiles every file in the game, which takes a long time. But it makes things easier in the long run. Store interior, that's 95. 1990. Nox. So it's R stands for room, then the year, or the decade anyway. Because it's easy to remember 1990 than like 1994. And then Nox exterior is 97. So that way I don't have to remember the numbers. That's always handy. Okay. Transition scene. So R 1990 Nox exterior. But now what's going to happen when I hit compile, it's going to take a long time. So get your questions ready in the chat because I'll have time to answer them. Let's see. I got to change this. Nah, I'll just leave it for now. No, I'll change it. R 1990 storefront. There we go. It's just more elegant that way. Okay, now I need to connect it up with the rest of the gameplay. Okay, so you enter the secret room, you learn a thing, and you learn you have to go to this house. I'm being as vague as I can. And also, it'll be at least a year before this game comes out. And things change, of course. So half of what you see is probably going to be different anyway. If game do once only, if future tech is true, and no button map coney. Wait, what? Why doesn't it? Oh, whatever. Wait, why aren't you? Should be coney Nox. Keep it elegant. Keep it consistent anyway. It's false. Then turn it on. My type. New location. Oh, I know this song. Instrumental covers. Love it. I don't get distracted by pesky lyrics. Okay, and then turn on the map button. Moves slowly. So you get distracted by my singing. Okay, so I go into that room, get that location, and then I should have access to that room. And now I'm going to connect it to the map. Room. Block and walks anywhere. And then change room to the map. I know it says map 2020. When I created the first map screen for the 2020 decade, I then later decided that I would just keep that same map screen for every single era, but I had already named the map room that, so I just kept it. Whatever. Alright, let's see if it works. Okay, this is going to take a while to compile, so I'm going to look at the chat. I'm going to scroll up. What does your Spotify Wrapped say for this year? That's interesting. It apparently like dark music, because I tend to put in I tend to want to put on slow instrumental stuff, and for some reason Spotify marks that as dark. It also says I'm a big fan of Spray. There's a band I love called Spray. They're a UK band, pop band, and apparently I am the 0.05% top listeners of Spray. I don't know. I tweeted at them saying, "Hey, I'm a 0.05% fan of yours," and they were happy. It's a shame because I think more people should listen to them. They're great. Can we listen to Until I Have You OST for the Cyberpunk mood? Is it on Spotify, James? Did the main character's name change? No, it didn't. It's a dog and Coney show. Ha 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 ha. Is there a time frame for a release date? I don't know. I wish I could say. I want to say next year. I'm hoping to have this chapter prototyped by the end of the year. I'm pushing. It will be unplayable by anyone except me. And then I want to, like, once I have that, I can have my roadmap and I'll be able to, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It's closer than it's ever been. Fortunately, we have another game coming out called Nighthawks by Richard Cobbett. So there'll be something else from us. And then Old Skies. Very unfamiliar with AGS aside from the standard top level stuff. How much extra have you put on top of it? Quite a lot. Quite a lot. Especially for this game. There's a lot going on that I had to like I had to make a lot of custom functions to do what I wanted. I have troubles with the translation of my game in AGS. Oy, tell me about it. There's a reason why I don't do a lot of translations with AGS. The release date is also a time traveler. Yes, let's go with that. Oh, here we go. See? Someone said, oh, it compiles so quickly. When you change a header file, as I said, it doesn't. There are now 2 streams of Old Skies? Really? Who else is streaming Old Skies? And how could someone else be streaming Old Skies? I'm just scrolling through the chat. Naturally, the release date is the future. Thank you. Surprised it will release in 1973. That you'll have to wait 35 years for a machine capable of playing it. Yeah. Have I played Lucy Dreaming? I haven't. I played a demo at WASD a couple of years ago. I haven't played Lucy Dreaming yet. Though I love the developer. He's the nicest guy. We were on a panel together a couple of weeks ago at Adventure X. All right. So now let's see. Time and Tide. Let's see. Land in Coney Island. Whee! And now I'm going to walk to the boardwalk, which none of this stuff is there anymore. Astroland, gone. All that stuff is gone. So this, I had to do a lot of research. And talk to this guy, who talks in gibberish. Leave him. And you get a name you have to look up. And you learn some stuff. You learn he dies 60 years in the future. Imagine that. We go here, unlock the door. Go inside. Use this computer, it's the only thing in there. And you solve a few puzzles on the computer. You get access to this trapdoor. And then, yep, you get a new location after you have a conversation. You go back up. And I leave. And now it should be on the map screen. Yes! And here we are. Hooray! Okay. It's all connected up, and I can go back. Okay. So that's all connected up nicely. Okay. Music's a bit loud. Okay, I can turn that down, no problem. Is that better? Let me know if that's better. Okay. I'll have some tea. Alright, what's next on my outline? Let's see here. Okay. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to... I'm going to put the neighbor lady in there. I'm going to use... Who should I use for that? I'm going to use Hannah. Because, yeah, I'm going to use Hannah. Y'all probably don't know who Hannah is. And the what's the neighbor lady's name? Evelyn, that's her name. I was thinking of like Evelyn was I was trying to think of like a older woman's name in the 90s. And so I used my grandmother, whose name was Evelyn. Whoops, Evelyn. Oh my god, I can't type. Evelyn. That's who we named our daughter after, actually. Eve. All right, I'm gonna use different character sprite. Hannah. There we go. And her speech view, which I don't think. Oh yeah, I like this music. And I need to give her a head. Evelyn talk. And I don't think I actually need to set a view, but I'm going to do it anyway. Doing it anyway. Alright, now I gotta go to the talking manager, which is becoming unwieldy. I keep meaning to split it up into smaller modules. I just haven't done it yet. And I probably won't at this point. Alright, so I'm just gonna give her, let's see. I'm gonna set her up. Evelyn, set talkie. She uses Hannah talk, V Hannah, and V. I'm gonna sneeze, goddammit, sorry. Excuse me. And I'm gonna. Pardon me. Do not want to sneeze on the microphone. Hello, Slacks. By Knishnosh. Love it. Alright, what was her? VB Hannah, was it? Or was it? What was. Ah, dang it. What did I name her? B Hannah. Yep. B for body. I knew that. I knew that. Alright, so now I'm gonna. Since I'm using Hannah, I'm just gonna copy all of her talking things, all of her expressions. Here we go. Right, and I need to give her blinking. Let's see. I need to give her Hannah's blinking as well. Liam and Evelyn are never in the same room at the same time, so I can give them both the same blinking character. Okay, what did I... What did I use for her blinking? Oh, Hannah doesn't... Wait. Hannah has to blink. Did I not give her a blinking animation? I never gave her blinking. How could I not have given her blinking? Okay, so she... Oh, because she kind of squints. She kind of has, like, lines for eyes. So blinking would have been redundant. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And now I'm going to place her in that room. And actually, I need to set an autosave in there. Knox residence. And I'm going to put her here, because she's gardening. Alright, let's see if that works. The urge to refactor code over the dread of breaking something. Oh my god, yeah. Like I need to split up that module because it's just like it started off just being for talking, but then I added gestures and I added costume changes on top of that, and it's just like it just became unmanageable. But everything is so dependent on each other that splitting it up would just be really hard. But whatever. Okay, so she's there. Oh, but I want to test that she talks properly. So let's see. Set test character. Scroll all the way down. These are all the characters in the game so far. Evelyn. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can hear that. That's Fia's voice.
I can explain. I'm looking for an older gentleman. He was wearing an NYU hat and sweatshirt. Have you been dating him long? I really am sorry.
All right, that all works. So she works. She works. All right. And also you can use your lock-picking tool on the door. So you interact with it, and you can use an inventory item on it. That's a lot of characters. This game maybe got a little bigger than I expected, but we're getting there. In terms of actual it's actually hard to say how many characters there are. It says 123, but that's also because every character has like a character for talking and another character for blinking. So almost every character is tripled up. Bool, door locked. If it's the first time, enter Knox residence, exterior. If it's the first time, set up, make sure the door locked equals true. Okay. And walk. Show me the walkable areas. There we go. She'll levitate over the steps, but who cares? Face up, and if door locked equals true, she'll say the door is locked. Oh, this song. Alright, so if active inventory equals the multi-tool, she will walk up to it and let's see, face right. She has a lock-picking animation, pick lock, and then she loops a few times, like twice, and then she'll do the pick lock animation in reverse, and then the door will be unlocked. Equals false. So just to make sure, I'm not coding the inside yet, but I'll just write door is unlocked. How does the number of characters compare to Unavowed? That's actually a good question. Again, it's hard to count the number of the characters in Old Skies because everyone is tripled up. I don't know. I don't know. What room was it? 97. Not to scale. Oh, friggin' streamer mode. Oh well. I'm blinded by the light, and she does her lock picking, and then. All right. The only way to know for sure that works is set a breakpoint there. If it gets triggered, then okay. So now I know it works. And I thought I was so clever activating streamer mode. Okay, so that works. Now I need to do the inside of the house. I'm blinded by the light. Evelyn kind of reminds me of Shaggy. Her name is actually Hannah. She's a character in another chapter. I just am reusing her sprite in the meantime. Okay, what does my outline say? Alright, here's where it gets a little vague. Because there's a bunch of things we find inside the house. Do I want them in one room? Do I want them in a few rooms? Yeah. If you want to see Evelyn, I'll show you a bit of the of the previous chapter. Streamer mode is on, so here, I'll turn this up a bit so you can hear it. So if I go to I believe time 11, which I feel like I'm going to hell for that title, but here we start here on the rooftop. It's raining. So she comes out. Murgle nurgle thurl. Yep. And then this is her, and then she gives herself a hat. That's her Y2K outfit. So there she is. And then she transforms as well. So yeah, this is where Hannah is supposed to be. And, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so. Alright, what's next? Alright. I'm just looking at my outline here. What do I want to do next? Okay. I'm not going to put a lot of effort into this. This is like... I don't know what kind of music this is, but... I don't like it. It's a little too... I don't know. Let's see here. Peer Gynt. Okay. Get a little Mozart action here. Not Peer Gynt. Edward Grieg, not Mozart. I'm confusing him with... There we go. Oh my god. No. Come on, Dave. Come on, I don't want to go to sleep. Why are these, like... all these things just, like, designed for sleeping? Okay, I like this. Looks slick, love the font popping up and typing out the details. Thank you! I just threw that together last week. I decided I needed something a little slicker than what I had. Will they have umbrellas for the rain? No. But they're wearing hats. Okay, so I'll delete those layers because I'm done with that. Right, so... let's see. just gonna draw a room. Let's see. Whatever, just throwing a bunch of lines together. Walls. Currently, in terms of my design, how many pages of it? The design is 7 pages long, and right now, currently you can get through 2.5 pages of it. So, just through my placeholder stuff. So, whatever. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. What are the things we need to find in here? Okay. Alright, I guess this is like a living room, so alright, I'm just going to throw a bunch of stuff together. I'm not going to put a lot of effort into this. Who's making the OST for this game? Mr. Thomas Reagan, naturally. Oh, that's an idea. Why don't I put the soundtrack up? Let's see. Do I have, it's on my Dropbox, OSTs. Let's see. I should put all of my soundtracks in one folder and then hit shuffle. Let's see. Is this all of the Blackwells? This is all the Blackwells. Why don't we just listen to the Blackwell music? I'm gonna make that available offline, so it's gonna download all of them. And then when that's ready, I'll just hit shuffle and we can listen to Blackwell music. That sounds good. Alright, so this will just be a living room. I guess, I don't know. We need a... let's see. I'll see. What are the things that you need? There's a photo. There's a scrapbook on a table. And there's a bathroom. Okay, fine. So, I'm just going to throw stuff together. I don't want to spend a lot of time thinking about what it looks like. That's Ben's job right now. Priority, get the game playable. I keep getting lost in the weeds, and I have to restrain myself because I get, often it's like, with the last chapter, I wanted to just prototype it quickly like I'm doing now, but I kept getting distracted by, like, actually writing dialogue. And I was so, like, I kept thinking, I gotta get this right. I gotta get it perfect, right? I gotta make the dialogue sparkle and be great. And so that would just slow me down, and I'd get very frustrated because I wasn't sure, because the reason why I'm prototyping is that I want to make sure it plays okay. So, like, I'm kind of testing it while I'm trying to make it perfect, which just isn't possible. So I need to restrain myself from doing that. I need to, like, this music is not in the game now. All my soundtracks are all on Dropbox, so I'm downloading them all, and they're all downloaded. So okay, I'm gonna hit play, and I'm gonna turn this off, and I'm gonna hit shuffle. Oh, Kendra plays Trollgate. All right, well, whatever. You know what? What shows up is what happens. Okay, so what I need for this room? There's a photo. There's a photograph on the wall. Oh my God, Dave! Stop trying to make it look good. It doesn't matter. All right. So there's that, a photo, and there's a table with a scrapbook on it. I think this is the intro to Blackwell Epiphany. Yep. All right, so here's a table. For this section, I've been trying to avoid doing like a bunch of homes and offices and things, but in this case, I couldn't help it. It's just sometimes, you know, it's New York. A lot of home shops and offices. Sorry, Ben. Okay, so here is a scrapbook, whatever, and there's a door leading into a bathroom. And we'll say the rest of the house is down here somewhere. Excuse me. Alright, whatever. Fine. This is fine. This is fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Interior. While I'm at it, I will do the bathroom. I don't think we've ever had a bathroom in any of our games. Have we ever had a bathroom? I don't think so. You know what? Okay, the things you find in the bathroom. There's an emergency medical kit and bottles of hair dye. Screw it, I'm just going to include it all in one room. We don't need to have all of that stuff. I guess this could be a combination kitchen and living room, right? Why don't we do that? That's what I'm going to do. It's New York. Houses are small. Even if you're well off like these people are. You know, it's New York. Space is at a premium. Move this over here. Alright, this is a kitchen counter over here. Okay, kitchen counter. Whatever, this looks terrible. I don't give a crap. It's the most misshapen kitchen counter ever. I don't care. Okay, so you can have an emergency medical kit in your living room. Why not? So let's see. His wife is the registered nurse, so it seems like something she would have. Okay, so emergency medical kit. Here we go. In here. Oh my god. Perspective. Perspective. Is this just replaying the same music? Oh, it's on repeat. And it's on shuffle. So it's repeating the same music. Here we go. Ghost fight! There we go. Dun, 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 dun. I'd have had 3 bathrooms. You're right. You're right. Well, I don't know if the locker room counts as a bathroom, but it did have a bathroom. You're right, in the bartender origin. You're right. Where is my fascination with New York coming from? I live here. Right, what you know. Do you think dialogue writing, trying to get it perfect, is part of your discovery process? Sometimes. Sometimes I discover, like, the gameplay as I write dialogue. I do that less often now. I think a lot of my previous games were too... I think they were... too structured around the dialogue, if that makes any sense. Old Skies is not quite that game. There's dialogue in it, but it's more about like exploration, seeing the different time zones and like the stories, rather than like the dialogue. Okay. So. Where would you keep hair dye? If I guess under the sink. You need evidence that this dude dyes his hair. Sorry, spoiler. A character dyes his hair. Maybe it's in the trash. Maybe it's an empty bottle of hair dye. There we go. Trash bin. Epic trash bin. There we go. No need to have a second bathroom. I don't think that's necessary. guess this will have a view of the beach. You can see the beach from the window. So it'll be less New Yorky, which is fine. Because the rest of the game is so New Yorky, it's nice to have a little bit that's not New Yorky. Alright, I'll see how that plays. I might want a separate room. Who knows? Alrighty. And let's... okay, Knox Interior. I don't know if that's... I don't know. I came up with the name Knox for this family, and it just sort of stuck. I don't know why. Just wherever ideas come from. Yeah, that'll save Ben a background. Now I have that unnecessary door, but whatever. Alright, so you come in through here. Create a walk behind. Ah, this music is so good. I don't know if you're here, Thomas, but amazing work as always. All right. Maybe I should make like an MP3 folder of the Old Skies music, and I should play that during these streams. That would make some amount of sense. Okay, so what part of the game was this? This was NYU. No, was this NYU? Oh no, this was the dog park in Blackwell Legacy. That's what this was. Whoops. Alright, so she walks in. And let's see. She can walk over here. Alright, I'll just make that the walkable area. And let's just connect that up a little nicer. There we go. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so. Oops, let's bring this up a little bit. And there we go. Ugh, that's a mess, but I don't care. Okay. So she's gonna walk to here. And she needs to start like at around 1900. Okay. Okay. RA set chapter. Chapter time and tide. Whoops, no. Okay. So if Fia's previous room is R 1990 Knox exterior, place at left, and that should be about 1800. Really, is that enough? She should be at 1900. Okay, and she needs to walk, bump left about. Ah, crap, what was the place I had set her originally? 1620. So she needs to walk about 300 pixels to the left. Okay, and wait, move. Or if Fia's previous room is the main menu. That way I can skip there from the main menu and still test it out. Okay, let's do that. Wow, 35 people still here. Don't forget to export to YouTube. I won't. Okay, options. What was her room? It was 98. Ooh, I could see into forever. Ah. Okay, she's slightly bigger than she should be, but whatever. And she walks around, hooray. Ah. Actually, I shouldn't. I need to remove this song from the... Actually, this is just from on my hard drive. But whenever I sell, wherever I leave or make the soundtrack available, this song cannot be on there. Because legal rights and things like that. I need to make that 850. Okay. Illuminate my ending skies. This the woman singing. This is the ending credit song for Blackwell Convergence, sung by an old friend of mine named Sammy Allen, who moved to L.A. She never really managed to make it as a singer, sadly. Although, if you ever watched the Lego Movie, she did the backup vocals for Everything Is Awesome. So, that's her claim to fame. And this song, obviously. Blackwell Convergence is much more impressive than the Lego Movie. Okay, whatever, that's fine. Can you hear what I say? Now let's make the door hotspot. Each day I still go on my ending skies. Yes, I'm just getting over a cold, and you're hearing me sing. Double threat. See into forever. To forever. Alright. Okay, so if you click on the door, you leave. $16.20, I think it was. Ah. Knox exterior. And then on the Knox exterior, I have to catch her coming in from the previous room and put her, let's see, here. Into forever. Oops. Previous room equals... I needed to find that room, which means it's going to take 100 years to compile again. Oh well. So get your questions ready in the chat, because we have like 5 minutes of compilation. And I'll feel silly sitting here in silence. Knox interior. And she faces down. She's going to bump down about, I guess, she has to go to 940, so about 100 pixels. No block. Walkable area. All right, let's see if that connects. All right, chat, let's see. They usually leave it on top of the sink. I guess so. I mean, hair dye? I know it's that's like 10 minutes ago I asked that question. I never know if I'd like New York culture and food sound amazing. Rats and wealth disparity do not. Yeah, I mean, you get that anywhere. Any city has that. Mostly in the subway, though. I mean, the rats. Wealth disparity, yeah, you get that anywhere. I feel like I have a constant case of FOMO. That's another issue, yeah. Music is making you nostalgic. Aw. Coney up the cash. Do you have a favorite Blackwell game? That's a good question. I like them. I like them all for different reasons. I think Epiphany is the first Blackwell game where I feel like I actually managed to create the game that was in my head. That I actually had the clout, the experience, the staff, the time, the everything. Excuse me, to like actually really make what I wanted it to be to start with. So naturally, I ended it there. I know it makes no sense. How much wood could a woodchuck? Nope. Do you know what attracts you to a project? What makes you think you'll make game X instead of game Y? There's never any real reason. Usually I just like, if I come up with an idea and I fiddle with the design in a notebook or in my head for a long period of time and I don't get sick of it, that's usually a good indicator that it's worth pursuing, because games take a long time to make. And whatever you decide on, it has to be something that you are sure you can stick with for a long time. Like this game, it's taking a long time, and if I didn't still like it, it would be a slog. And that's just it. When like, parse error. Sometimes work, like, it's one thing to pursue your passion, and I am passionate about making these games, but like sometimes, you know, you're just not feeling it some days, and it's work. It's work. And, you know, you need to be able to, like, can you still work on a project even when you're not full of fire and passion? Can you do that? If you can, then you can stick with it. That's what I have to think. Like, all right, even if I didn't love this idea, because eventually I will get sick of it, will I still be able to work on it? It's that stuff you got to think about when you're designing. Parse error. If the previous row, oops, need a double equals there. Would you sue me into oblivion if I have a Wadget logo Easter egg in my game? No, go ahead. I don't mind. First time chat, Noblonsky. I like that name. Big fan of the Blackwell games and music for a while now. It's cool to make a couple of remixes. Sure, go ahead. No problems there. As an Indian owner, how do you keep on a dev schedule? How do I keep on a schedule? I love the sound it makes when it burns into flames. Manage discipline and ass in chair and moving forward. I mean, it's different. I mean, when as a publisher or as a developer. I mean, as a developer, like I said, there are days when it just becomes work, and you got to sit down and do the work. And sometimes work sucks. A lot of times work sucks. And that's kind of what makes you a professional, is if sitting down and doing the work. And that's really all it is. I mean, it's just keep doing a little bit at a time until it's done. I mean, it varies. Everyone's needs are different. As a publisher, it's different, because I don't pay a salary, so I can't really be on their ass constantly. But it depends. Everything depends. Thank you, Dave. You're welcome. Is there a moment in any game you've worked on where you can just point to and say, that I'm proud of? Oh yeah, the twist on Avowed. Won't say what it is, but I'm happy I pulled it off. Like, I'm very happy I pulled it off. Okay. Anyway, enough chitty chat. Ooh, this is the climax, I think, of either Epiphany or Deception. Deception. This is the climax with Gavin. Alright, what was I going to do? Alright, I'm going to room 97, I believe? Yes. I want to see if these two rooms connect with each other. Whoops. Ah, dang it. Oh my god, Dave. There we go. She's going into a little dollhouse door. Oh, whoops. Dang it, I forgot to... Alright, I'm turning off streamer mode, because it's not like any of this dialogue is important anyway. Excuse me. Makes listening to me here a bit eerie. There's a reason why whenever I play Unavowed, I prefer playing the female main character, because I'd rather hear Shelley's voice instead of mine. I don't consider myself an actor. Like I always say, I'm not a voice actor. Some people say, oh, but you've been in games. I don't know if it counts when I cast myself. I don't think that counts. Door is unlocked. And, oh, duh, go in the friggin' house. Fia. Come on, Fia. Do I have to tell you to do everything? Oops. R1990, Knox, interior. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Doesn't matter who casts you. If you're there and do the job, you're there like everyone else. Fair enough. All right. She kind of judders a bit when she turns. Why is that? Whatever. God, indie game development seems like a lot of work. Yes. This was fun as always, Dave. I need to go catch up on sleep. Okay. Good night, Kareem Shot. Thank you. I can't wait either. Trust me. Yeah. It's a lot of work, but you know what? It's like, it suits me. I have never been good at working for other people. If you talk to any boss I ever had before I started indie game, before I started selling games, they would laugh and say like, "What, that guy? No way, no way he works that hard." Every job I ever had was. It was a terrible experience, and I was both terrible at the job. Oh, sad music. This is Joey on the bridge. Okay. What next? Okay, you can go in the house. And now what's next? Alright. You can talk to Evelyn. If you talk to Evelyn, she tells you about a new place you can go. Alright, so if you talk to her... You can go, let's see. Alright, I'm gonna walk over here. She's basically Wilson from what's that show? Home Improvement. Maybe just have her like the bottom of her face hidden behind the fence. No, I'm not gonna do that. Alright, I'm just gonna, even though it's all placeholder, I'm just gonna add a little dialogue stub here. D. Evelyn 1. Excuse me. I don't know how many options she's gonna need eventually, so I'm just gonna... One thing AGS is very bad at, it hasn't really updated the dialogue editor in a long time. You can't really, it's hard to insert new options. So if I like say this is the last one, like leave conversation, like that's the order it'll appear in. And if I want to put any of them down here, then that'll just look weird, and I have to move it. So I just turn them all on, and make sure none of them are checked as show. That way they don't show up on the screen in the game. And I just put that one at the very end. That way, you know. That way I don't have to worry about having to insert it somewhere else later. Alright, show. Alright. Where are they? That doesn't really spoil anything, does it? Nope. When you play this game, whenever it comes out, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's what that was about. That's what she was talking about. So she has a conversation. I tell you, and I tell you where to go. And then, okay, my option off, turn that one off. And then get a new location. You go to the beach. I might have to rethink that, because in the 90s, the Coney Island beach was disgusting. They would probably be somewhere else, maybe Brighton Beach. But I want to keep it all... There's a reason why I want to keep all the locations close together, so, whatever. They live dangerously. Okay, whatever. So now I'm going to draw... It's also the 4th of July, and it's like they're watching the fireworks from the beach. And also, I want a scene on a beach. I've never done a scene on a beach, so I'm doing it. Who cares? All right, so I'm going to draw a beach. Come in, so you best get in. Wow, I remember this song. This is, I think it was playing on the radio inside the hospital in Blackwell Legacy. One of my Coney Island impressions came strictly from the movie The Warriors. I need to see that movie, because you do go back in time to the 70s, and so I do want to see it. But like I mentioned earlier, how originally the story was just going to take place in generic Manhattan, but part of it takes place in the 90s, and I couldn't make it at this point in development. I'm just sick of the same like Manhattan type places, and I wanted to give it something cool visually. So I decided to set it on Coney Island instead. So Coney Island's more of a backdrop. I want to make sure I get the visual details right, but I'm not really like getting into what was it like living on Coney Island at the time. Maybe I'll do another game about that one day. But anyway, beach at night. Anyway, okay, wait, no. All right, let's see. Okay. No. God dang. Okay. They're going to be facing the water, because that's where the fireworks are. I want you to see Coney Island, so you won't see the water. The angle will be in front of them, looking up at the boardwalk. That's what I want. Okay. So... I don't know. Okay, there's the boardwalk. Alright. And then here's... whatever. Coney Island in the background. Whatever. Ferris wheel. Roller coaster. I don't care. At this point, it's like, whatever. Okay, amazingly drawn Astroland Park. There we go. There are times to like spend a lot of time on placeholder art, and there are times not to. So this is beach. Ben will make it pretty later. Okay. Whatever. Done. Beautiful. Perfect. Ship it. Ooh, this is Blackwell Convergence introduction. I might change this. Like I said, I just want to get this playable. Ooh, whitefish. Beach at night sounds romantic. Makes me think of Mr. Robot? Alright, what's next? Okay. Beach. But, oh my god. Conversions, I think, had some of the best music in the series. I reused a lot of that music throughout the rest of the series. Wow. There's phoning it in, and there's this. Alright, so now I need 3 characters here. I need 3 characters here. Who should I have? Okay, who should I use? Alright, first I'm going to create stubs for them. First we have Marla. And give her a head. Marla. Alright. What character, what sprite should I use for her? Kind of a middle-aged registered nurse. I don't know. I'll give her Madison. There, I'll give her. Just as a stub. And I think her head. Need to give her head. She's from Clock Blocked, which is one of my favorite titles. Talk. Here we go. And go to the Talkie Manager. Here we go. Okay. So she is Marla. Set Talkie. She is, let's see, Madison. And we want Madison's view and Madison's body. And X default. VT Madison default. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, X for smiling is Madison smiling. Smiling. Her angry is Madison angry. Or mad. Mad. Here we go. Her sad. What's the next one? Sad, default, smile, angry, sad, and shocked. Which I call OMG because I'm weird that way. Alright, and she does have a blink. I know that. I keep calling her Madison. Marla Slut Blink. Her and Liam never show up at the same time, never show up in the same room, so I'll give her VT Madison. What's her blink? Did I never give her a blink either? Come on, Dave. Must have given her a blink. I didn't give her a blink either? That's so bizarre. I'm almost positive I would have given her a blinking animation. What's this? Nope. I didn't. I never gave her a blinking animation. I need to remember that, because Madison definitely needs one. Okay. I didn't give her a blinking animation either. I'm going to comment that out so I remember to do it later. Okay. Wow. Wow, Dave. Way to not be on the ball. Okay, I'm going to save things. I realize I haven't saved it in a while. Okay, so I need... Otis. Marla and Otis. Where's characters? Characters, chapters, time and tide. Okay. Okay. Otis. Otis knocks. And give him a head. Otis talk. And let's see, which sprite should I give Otis? Middle-aged guy. Let's see here. He needs to walk. Benji could work. Look at him, Sam. Sam will work. There we go. That guy. Ooh. What was this from? This is Blackwell Convergence. Oh, it was unused. Unused theme music. That's why I didn't recognize it. Oh my god. This cough. Mr. G helping out on another adventure game? What adventure game? I don't know why we never used this. There must have been a reason why we never used this one. I think it was too long for an intro, for intro music. It was also this bit sounds a bit Christmassy. I think I didn't like that. Okay, let's make him talk. Set talkie. Whoops. Set talkie. And I gave him Sam. V Sam. And VB Sam. Did I not give Sam a blinking animation either? I did. Thank God. Alright. VB Sam. I've never been consistent with what I named the blinks. And VT Body Sam. And then the blinks. Let's just double check that I set those guys up correctly. Whoops. Oops. Evelyn 1. Not 21, 1. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little loopy, guys. I'm going to have to stop soon. I've been going for 2 hours. A little over 2 hours. Alright, so let's test these guys out. Alright, let's see. Scroll all the way down. New character. I forgot to name her, didn't I? Oops. Well, let's see if Otis works. Nope. Alright, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Oh, I didn't set up his expressions. That's what I forgot to do. I didn't set his expressions. Alright. See Otis. See Otis. There we go. Slot expression. X default. VT Sam default. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, X mad. Expression sad. Excuse me, expression smile. And expression shock. So VT Sam, I believe it's mad. Yep. And VT Sam sad. VT Sam smile or happy. Yep. And shock is shock or OMG? OMG. Yep. Quicker to type. Alright, I gotta change the new character. Let's see, where was it? Character C, Marla. Yep. Marla Knox. Ba 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 ba. Ooh, what's this from? Bonus. Oh yeah, this was a different Epiphany theme. I think it was too upbeat. I wanted something sadder. Because I am dumb like that. Alright. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Whoops. I need to make a bigger arrow. Oh yeah, I think it was just very inconsistent. Yeah, it kind of changes into a different tune entirely. Okay, let's start with Marla. Alright, this is going to be distracting. Whoops. Let's pause that for a minute. Alright.
Perhaps there's a timeline where that worked.
Okay.
But not this one. Don't worry. Everyone gets a bit
Well then.
on their first jump. Look.
I ain't got no body. Alright, how did that happen? How did that happen? Okay. Set her talking. Okay, her view is Madison, and her talking body is VB Madison. Did I choose the wrong one? Okay, so that's Sam Madison. What is VB Madison? No, aha! That's her blinking. Alright, so she does have blinking. That makes sense. I'm just going to quickly throw that in. Okay. Oh crap, where'd it go? Here it is. VTB Madison? What is it? VT Madison body. It took me ages before I came up with a naming convention, so everything's all over the place. The earlier characters just are... yeah. If you have a naming convention, you need to be consistent. That's the... You saw 2 new characters, huh? I'm curious what the other one was. Let's see. Who was the other new character? No idea. Probably nothing. There's probably a reason why I didn't name it. Okay, let's try that again. Let's see if these characters work. Alright, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Marla.
Perhaps there's a timeline where that worked.
Yep.
But not this. Don't look. Have you?
Blah 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 blah. Okay.
Sorry.
So if that works, I'm pretty confident that it'll work in game. So now I'll try the other character. I can't just switch from one to the other because of reasons. Usually I don't have to. I don't usually test 2 characters at once. So Otis.
It's called freedom, Thea.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, Nazo, you still keeping those skin mags under the rug?
He's fine. Gonna sneeze again. Okay, gang. My voice is shot. I'm starting to fade. Oh yeah, he doesn't really have a walking animation, so he's all messed up here. That's fine. I'm gonna call it a day in terms of streaming. But thank you all for joining me. This was a lot of fun. I got a lot done. So yeah, hopefully I'll do this again soon. So thanks very much.